Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, you're gonna have to see. Hopefully, this is working. It's been so long since I've done this on the actual just the YouTube app. It's fucking weird now. It's weird to do it on here. Right, microphone seems to be working. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Total fuck up. Thank you, Dan. Right, yeah. So it'll just be a normal sort of basic stream tonight. I ain't got access to StreamYard because I've ran out. Because I only do the free thing for that. I don't pay for it; it's too expensive. Yeah, it means you only get about 20 hours. It's a lot of things today. My batteries run out of my lamp that I normally put on, so just that is today. Let me see. No, I can't think what that would be. How to do that on here? Brightness, image settings. No. I'll leave it out. It saves fucking about. No point messing around with all that. So hello everyone, how are you? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do the Friday the 13th video. It was just I just didn't have time, to be honest. Yeah, it's just been, you know, it's, and to be honest, there's a lot of shit in those videos. Let me plug my light in. I'll see if I can. It don't seem to want to charge lately either. It is a bit dark, isn't it? But there ain't a lot I can do about that, really. As long as you can hear me and see me. It's just one of them nights tonight. Everything's a bit of a fuck up. Yeah, it's not charging. No. Yeah, go and get a drink, Metallic. Hello, everyone, by the way. How are you? Yeah, why isn't this fucking thing charging now? Yeah, there's a bit of light.
Bluetooth's ready. Waiting for device connection.
So yeah, I think it's one of them weird nights tonight. Everything's just been a fuck up, and it's annoyed me, to be honest. I'm in a bad mood now. Yeah, and the videos I've been doing are very, very, very fucking frustrating.
Battery remains. Please recharge.
Fuck off. That'll go off in a second now. There you go. That's that. No light. Dan said, Mike, when you put that video out, I was gutted, distraught even. However, I now realise it. I mean, it'd be perfect. You know what? It's been so much fucking so much to do, Dan. But it'll be better. It'll be better anyway. So yeah, look forward to it. But I am still going to do it. It's just going to be late now. Yeah. It's weird how that's so dark with this camera, isn't it? With you, I'm just using the basic YouTube app. So everything's reading backwards now. Oh, you know why it's so dark, don't you? It does it in a night mode. I wonder if I can change that. It does it in a weird night mode where the whole screen is dark. Because if I go onto a different tab, you'll notice it will probably. I'm suddenly a lot brighter now. He said I can't see you. Yeah, it's because it does a weird it makes it all black to make your eyes focus, but you know, so it's not doing your eyes in, but it means it's dark. Zed said, I take it you got my email then. Yeah, thank you, Zed. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I've been again busy as fuck. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, because the other thing I've got to do really is I need to print the second book before, because otherwise I'm gonna have nothing to. I'm not going to be reading anything. You know what I mean? I need to get the second book published, buy a copy before I do the book reading. Really, so there still needs to be that. I still haven't made all of the props. It's going good though, and it should be good. if people watched the video earlier, I'm going to now do. So we've done the Spyroverse documentary. There'll be a Spyroverse film come out eventually, but now I've started the Spyroverse series, as in like a TV series, the Spyro Files, right? And it's a cross between Darth Rings Dark Place and the X-Files. I've got to make some props for that still. I'll show you a prop if you want. Here's one prop. There's a prop for you. Is that showing up backwards for you? If you want to see any more props, let me know. I've got some that I can show you. So you're right, everyone, by the way. What the fuck? Zed, Dan, Timbo, Metallic, Mother. Mother said evening, Mike. Sorry for the delay in my message. That's all right, mate. That's all right. Yeah, the little Spyro down. I've got the gory hole just there. I don't know if I want to show you that though. It'd be better if it's a surprise. That's it. Fuck. What have me and tactical started? Listen, all right, Mike. Do you have any links for those stab panels you used to have? Had a close call with a syringe there. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, I'll email you at this. Let me just. Yeah, that's fucked up. Hang on, let me just look a minute. So I could probably find you quite quickly. I'll tell you how to find it though, Lewis. Go on to any of my videos that have got that on it, and there should be a link in them. So hang on. I'll get you a link now though. If there's a video with the panel in it, it's probably got the link in it. Right, just hang on, it might start playing a yeah, it's a place called stabproofvest.co.uk. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's all brand new stuff, but it's obviously reasonably expensive as well because it's brand new. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm glad you're right, Lewis. Yeah, because fuck that shit. Dan said the only way to stop a gory hole from growing is to plug it with a WC butt plug on sale now. Fuck's sake. Stop putting exclamation mark store. That's not a real thing. Stop it. Rita says some stab vests won't stop needles. I think there was a separate rating. Well, I think that's why he wanted the one I've done, Rich, because the ones I've got have definitely got needle protection. Yeah, I think that's why he wanted that, Rich. But yeah, good point. No, so cheers. I wanted those ones because I know 100% they'll work. After what you've put them through, yeah, they're fucking decent. They're quite expensive, but yeah, if you go on to that place, they sell individual panels, like the small panel. They do a big panel. They do how big's that panel? I can't see, but it's a lot bigger than the other one. It doesn't actually say the size of it. Oh, there's a 5. Yeah, the one I've got is the 5x8. Oh, there's a 10x12 one, but also you can buy the vests. Yeah, that's fucking good shit. That is, because it's completely different to the sort of chainmail ones. You know, like the chainmail ones. Chainmail. A needle could easily go for chainmail, couldn't it? You right, Jim? How you doing, mate? Sorry I haven't replied to you about these knives. I've been really fucking busy. I've not actually replied to anyone on that video, I don't think. You know the video where Stu shows his one? This is actually it. This is the actual one that video that Stu put on recently. This is that actual one. He gave it to me, and that was a re-upload. And as far as I'm aware, it does have a name there, but it's fucking hard to see. Oh, they are. What's that say? You know what? That shows it up better than my own fucking eyes can see it. That's great, that is. I don't know if that's backwards for all of you lot, but now, Jim. But yeah, this is that one that Stu actually shows in his video. This is that actual one. Richard said, cheers, everyone. Should be back to 100. Oh, yeah, sorry, I've missed your comments, Richard. I missed you. I know it was Pete saying to you in that joint chat thing about get well soon. What happened, Rich? But yeah, Lewis, those panels will definitely stop needles, like properly. They're fucking good. But if it's for your living sort of thing, or you're prepared to pay a bit more, ain't you? You know what I mean? It's different if you're never going to wear it, but if you've got to wear it and you rely on it, then you're prepared to pay a lot more money, ain't you? Crouching Tiger, how you doing, mate? Got any as in buck knives? I don't think I own an actual buck knife, like an actual official buck knife, but I've got very similar ones. What was this one? Oh, that was a Browning, wasn't it? That one. Yeah, sorry, it's a bit dark. This is the way this is set up. It's on YouTube, doing the basic YouTube streaming. Metallic said, I saw Litter Picker on Funky's live stream, told him how they were missed on this. Do you know what, Metallic? I saw her on there earlier as well. I sometimes pop on and have a little bit of a lurk, but don't bother commenting. But I saw you on there, but then you mod on there, don't you? And I saw Litter Picker on there. That was good of you to say. Yeah, because I've noticed they ain't been on for a while. I noticed there was a few people on there that come over here. MJ was on there. But then I think some of them come over from there anyway, don't they? Because really, I should say hello more often, because Funky will always have a little quick chat with me. And it often does get people coming over here. But yeah, a lot of the time I'm a bit weird on other people's streams sometimes. Depends what mood I'm in. Pete said, I've got that knife, and also hello. You're right, mate. Jim said, I had a fake before, 100%. Yeah, when you said about it being quite sort of, you could push it in, I thought, this one's better than that. Your one like this sounds more like this one, which is a total fucking fake, and you can fucking see it is, the fucking plastics. Although this is pretty solid for a fake. The plastic started breaking after 1 day. But other than that, I think it might just be where they've done the rivet too tight and it's slightly split it. Where did I just see? Crouching Tiger, you right, mate? And I saw Gundam on. Oh, Falcon Punch. It's Gundam. You're right, mate. Timbo said, I got a dated 1954. The closure on the blade is enough to take a finger off. I bet it is. Have you done a video of that, Timbo? So I might have seen that. Oh, by the way, Timbo, that when you asked me to do a video for something, I'll still do that for you, mate. I need you to email me to tell you what you meant. I wasn't 100% sure what you wanted me to do, but I can still do what you wanted me to do. There you go, Little Picker's on. You're right, mate. Yeah, I was just talking about you. Pete said, got a fake buck, fixed blade from a seaside job. Pete, you saying that, I think I've got a fake buck knife from Dwayne Myers. But he sent me it knowing it was fake, because he got sent it, or he bought it, and then tried to sell it, and he got in trouble because he was selling he was selling a buck knife, saying it was a fake. He knew it was fake. He was saying it was fake. Tried to sell it, and then he got in trouble. I can't remember if it was Buck or eBay, because in America they can still sell knives on eBay. But he got an email saying he had to take the sale off because it was the selling of a fake knife. But he was saying, he wasn't saying it was a buck. In the end, he gave it to me, or I won it in a prize. I can't remember now. But I think that was a buck. And said, that's not a knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I only say that because often you think that's not a knife, that's a knife, but it's not. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I think that's one of the Mandela things. Anthony, how you doing, mate? Not that you said the rest of it anyway, Dan. Timbo said, sorry, I forgot. I'll email him. Yeah, I'm well up for doing it, Timbo. I'm well up for doing it. It's just I couldn't quite understand what you wanted me to do. Mark, how you doing, mate? Just going to... I just want to get the slow mode bit up if I can. It's weird as fuck doing it on here, though. As I say, manage... If it's anything like before, yeah, I'm on it now. Edit, customize. Yeah, there you go. I like having it open so it's easy to do. My ear's itching today for some reason. Itchy ears, but my ears are fucked anyway. Jim said, compare the two in hand as a joke. I'll do a video. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, funny thing is, Jim, that this is the actual one that Stu showed. This is that actual one. So any information on there, that's it. Tank said, I have a Whitby knives version of that. Cheapest bottle I could buy. Just wanted the Marlins, but that may be what that one is. Well, I don't know where it's gone there, but you know the other one. I bought a really cheap, like £10 one, just to just so I had one, and then I think Stu saw me, mention this one and gave me his good one. Yeah, nice of him. Falcon Punch said that is crazy. He got in trouble with that he mentions it's it's bizarre. It's bizarre. You'll have to look on in the video for it, but I've got it now. Khalid, how you doing, mate? He said, do you have an email address? My email address, put in the word !email in the chat and it'll pop up for you. Go and try it. Someone. Pete said, that's not a knife. That's a knife, is what he says in the film. No, he doesn't, Pete, honestly, because I've checked it. This is a knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Honestly, watch it. No, I've watched it. I checked it. Because I thought it was that. That's not a knife. That's a knife. No, it's not, honestly. Unless I am wrong. But, yeah, listen. Let me just get rid of this a minute. Oh, fuck, man. I got the whole thing.
That's a knife.
Oh, no, that's a knife. I don't know then, Pete. Maybe I must be going fucking mental.
That's a knife.
What?
That's a knife. That's a knife. That's a knife.
That's weird. Unless I thought it was the other way around. No, you're right, Pete. I must have originally thought it was the other way around then, and I've corrected myself wrong. You know what I mean? I must have originally thought it was, that's not a knife, this is a knife then. Yeah. Because I'm sure I was wrong originally. I don't know. But yeah, you're right, Pete. You are right. It is that. Yeah. Maybe I must have originally thought that's not a knife, this is a knife. And because that sounds more right to me. Then, yeah. But you are right there. Did anyone put the email on? Did it not come up? Oh, yeah, there it did. Look, Nightbot's put it up. Yeah, no, you're right there, Pete. Yeah. Canade said, yeah, try warm water for itchy ears. I can't put water in my ears because I've got a hole in my eardrum. But yeah, the most I could do is rub a little bit of like Germaline on it occasionally. But it's not too bad. It's just probably, I don't know. It don't matter. I must have had a double Mandela effect then. Falcon Punch said, what is the back part of the knife? Not sure what you mean there. Spine? What do you mean? What's on the back of that knife? Do you mean that? You have to let me know in a minute. That's not a knife, that's a fork. Yeah, exactly. Anthony said, I've got a 9-inch Bowie knife. The good thing about the knife is etched down the blade in biggest letters, original Bowie. That's a good looking knife. Unfortunately, the pouch isn't original. That sounds good. But that said, the knife bit on my one is crap. Half serrated and half straight. And the tool I can't remember the name of. Listen, that's not a knife, that's a spoon from The Simpsons is my favourite. Yeah, do you know what? I reckon I must have always thought it was that's not a knife, this is a knife. And now I've got that in my head thinking that's right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever I thought it was originally was wrong. Because I'll tell you how I know I was wrong. Because if you look at when I did the video of that, when I look at the when I did the video for that big Bowie, it says I've written on there that's not a knife, this is a knife, which is wrong. Yeah. More flash art, you right, mate? He said, take it the green screen background in your room. Hang on. Take it the green screen background is of your room and you're actually streaming in a pub. Yes, I fucking wish. This is doing the slight little autofocus thing, isn't it? Oh yes, a marlin spike. Yeah, sorry, it's a marlin spike. It's for there's various uses, but the main use is for untying knots, as far as I'm aware. Chris said, my favourite Blade movie weapon is the scissor dual daggers from the Korean movie. My wife's a gangster. Great fight. Is that what it's called? My wife's a gangster. I've not heard of that one. So yeah, I've been making fucking props for fucking things. I don't know whether I should show you this. No, I won't. That's a prop from it though. That's going to be in the first episode of the Spyro Files. Benny said that's right. There's also sheepsfoot blades, so you don't stab yourself while you're on the deck of a ship. Nice one. Nice one. Crinkle cut carrot. Is that? No, that's what I didn't show you. That's what I didn't show you. There was a crinkle cut carrot. There it is. You can't quite tell though. But I'll show you a tiny little bit of the let's get this up here in a way so you can I'm not going to show you all of this, but this is part of the gory hole. That's all you're seeing. I'm going to show you all the fucking props. Did you notice the shit stains on the wall? Because there is always shit wiped on the walls in the dirty old toilets. Nice one. Yeah, you noticed. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's good fun doing these videos, but they're also a fucking nightmare. They can be absolutely fucking horrendous to do for frustrating shit if you're doing it all on your own. Because obviously I have to fucking film it all, and I can't really see the footage. You know, I can't see what I'm filming half the time properly. So you don't know till you get it up to fucking edit it how good it is. And the absolute worst thing ever is green screens. It's nowhere near as good as people make it, easy as people make it look. To have a good green screen background, it has to be absolutely fucking perfect, literally flawless, with no shadows or anything. And if it has, it don't show up properly, and it becomes a fucking nightmare. Jim said to Timber, I'll show you what I'm told is the Navy clasp knife. God knows, might be wrong. It's huge and all steel, but with bulky steel checkered handle. Yeah, that'd be interesting, actually. I've never seen that. Zed said, I hope you're right. I really wouldn't want to see carrot cut. Metallic said, no, not so enamored. No, shit. Not really shit, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Rita Lord Mode, take it the shit and other stains are a sign you've taken the glory hole for a test flight. Not me, mate, not me. That's, that might have gone in there. You can't really see its crinkle cut, can you? Oh yeah, if you do it on an angle, you can see it a bit better. Clean said, have you ever thought of doing a setting during medieval times? Not at the minute. Not at the minute. Or maybe one day. Maybe I'll do a bit of time traveling and have to go back in time to medieval times to do a bit of Spyro hunting. All I got. So the props I need to make tonight. I need to make myself a little card that is a license to kill card, and I also need to make an. I nearly said something else then. I need to make an FBI style card. I don't know whether to tell you what the fucking group's called, because it'll be funnier if you don't know. Calibus, how you doing, mate? And he said, I have a small technical conundrum for you. Yeah, go on. Go on. You can ask. No guarantee I'll have a clue. I'll tell you what I am going to do though. With some of the green screens when they're a bit shit, I might try and adjust the colour. I wonder if you can adjust. And anybody got any experience with green screens? Not the sort of. It's hard to explain, but once it's done, can you adjust the colour of the footage to make the green a little bit more uniform? Because I'll tell you what, as I say, it's a fucking nightmare. Any little shadow or anywhere where it doesn't show up properly, where there's a shadow that's slightly darker or there's fold, that becomes like a weird grey mark. It's fucking horrendous. I've already got it, Dan. I've already picked an idea. That guy, he said, Federal Bureau of Crinkle Cut. No, I've got a better one than that. Clean said I used a carrot once to test knife-proof gloves. Nice. Peugeot said Andrex 11s is because they use fingers instead of toilet paper and wipe fingers down the wall, making 11. Caliber said I have just got a Tops Eco Hawk. I'm struggling to mount to the handle. Let me look that up. All right, yeah. So what do you want to do? Find a way to mount that. Go on. You'd have to tell me a bit more details. The bastard thing won't stay on. I even tried various woods and handles, including hickory. What I would probably do is that's got a hole in it, isn't it? Can you use that hole to put a pin through? And that'd be in the center of the thing. What I would do, it may be hard to explain, but I would get a piece of wood and get a metal collar that's about, I don't know, it could be 2 inches long, that will fit over that piece of wood. Actually, it would have to be longer than 2 inches. It would have to be about an inch deeper than the top of that hawk blade, if that makes sense. The bit that goes in the handle. And then what you do, get a hacksaw and put that on, cut a slot into it, put the blade in, drill through where the hole is, and then you can put a rivet in it. Because I know they're not supposed to be, it's supposed to be a thing you can take on and off, isn't it? But that's the only thing I can think of, really. Or has it got its own handle? Timbo said, I'd love a license to kill card in supermarkets. That or a lightsaber. Richard might be able to do a comedy skit out of that. Oh, hang on. Richard and Mike, if you ever do a time travel clip to Japan, that duel with the guy with the Dachi fights someone with a boat, or and the boat or guy wins with one swing. The only problem is you got to remember nearly everything I do has got to be me on my own. Yeah. Richard, I haven't used toilet paper in years. I use water in my left hand. Caleb said the holes are off centre. Yeah, I'm not sure, mate. Without it's very difficult to explain without sort of drawing or showing you. But I could think of a couple of ways. Maybe you could do it the other way. So cut a slit in a piece of wood that's about that deep, so that the handle goes down lower, and then put a metal collar on top of that onto the wood, and then drill through, put a pin in that. So you would have the top with about an inch sticking over it, but it would hold. You could even put a bolt in. It would tighten it up. Or if you had a collar that had a slit in it, so that when you tightened it, it would shut up above the blade. A bit like this. I'll try and draw it for you quickly. I don't know. There's a few ideas. But let's say something like this. That makes sense. So the blade would be there, and this collar would be on top of it. So from the side, it would look like this. That would be the collar. Obviously, the blade would be inside the, like that. That makes sense. That could work. Jet Calibus, have you tried using a wedge like they do with an axe? Yeah, I'll tell you the kind of blade he's talking about. I say blade because it's like a survival hatchet head, but it's just flat, so it's got no hole. So the blade has to be put in between something. You know what I mean? It's not got a hole. It's just a flat. It's like a flat axe head. Like like a survival one. I can't show you a picture unless I show you it on my Yeah, that could work. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Thinking about it, might not work because it would start pushing it out. Actually, Calibus, I don't think that would work. Saying that, let me look at it. Well, I don't know. It might not because it goes like that, doesn't it? So that might be able to hold it. But yeah, no, I suppose as long as you did what I said, drill a hole, and then put a bit of a wedge in, but a smaller wedge, so that when you tighten it up, it doesn't like crack it. Yeah, quite difficult thing to mount decently. So what you lot been at today then? As I said, I've had quite a frustrating day today and it's irritated me a bit. I'm trying to get on here was a fucking nightmare. But no, I'm getting there, and if this goes as good as I hope it does, these videos should be quite good. They're all cracking, are they? Yeah. What you might need to do is actually cut a slot out rather than just a thin slot. Cut an actual groove out. So cut down, drill through, and take an actual wedge out. And you keep that wedge, put the blade in, put the collar on, put that wedge back in, cut it off because it'll be sticking out by about an inch. Drill through that collar, put a bolt in, tighten it up, and that should tighten around the blade. And depending on how wide the handle is, if it's wide enough, it should stop the blade moving in and out. You know what I mean? That's about all I can think of off the top of my head right now. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, because those kind of things can be quite frustrating to do. But I've always noticed a nice metal collar on things will tend to sort things out. It was, if you notice when I did my poleaxe thing, halberd, that's got a nice big metal collar on because it really strengthens up the heads of them. If you can't put like a a steel sort of tube shaft type thing on them anyway. It's sort of like welding. You know what I mean? It's not welding, but it's like it's what you would do with welding, but without. Anybody watched any good films lately? I all I've been watching lately is the VHSs. I still haven't watched all of them yet. I watched VHS 94 last night, so I can now watch Siren. It don't look very good, but I'll give it a go anyway. Richard, got my second main line laid and wired up in the attic layout. Still got more line. I can start seeing it. Oh, that sounds good, Rich. That sounds good. Timbo said, I'm off to bed. Done 3 times 12-hour shifts on the trot. I'll be back tomorrow night. Good night, Timbo. See you tomorrow, mate. Have a good sleep. Carol said, can you drill through the head itself? If you can, you could put a bolt through. Yeah, that would be a good idea, Zed. If he can drill through it, that would be good. The only thing is, he might not be able to because it might be a hardened blade. Caliber said, anyone seen the new Umex MP7 brake barrel pistol? I have not. Let me Google that. Oh, nice. Looks like a fucking sort of like a Mac 10 type fucking thing. That's fancy fucking nice. That's really nice, actually. What's the foot pounds on that? Do you know? I like that. It's like a fucking like a Mac 10 cross between with a fucking MP5. Is an MP7 an actual gun? It is. It's an air rifle based on an MP7. Yeah, I've never seen an MP7 before. And Alex said I started making a coat hook with one of Jasper's foot and a piece of the false acacia that was taken out by February 18th storm today and paid for my car insurance. You busy day then, Metallica. That sounds good though. Lewis had wasted 2 hours of my life watching Mobius. What's that one then? I've not heard of that one. Oh, Jared Lee. Yeah. Danton has Zombie. He's all right. He might feature. Right, because I don't want to say too many spoilers, but Zombie may feature very, very quickly in this video. Yeah. There'll be some sound effects that you lot will recognise. Anthony said, have you seen Nobody? I haven't. I know about that, though. Yeah, it's Bob Odenkirk, isn't it? Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. No, I've not seen that. I ain't seen that. I've not seen that. How much is 5 joules in foot pounds? I don't know. Lewis said, wait. I think it was. No, I looked it up in the end, Lewis. You are right. And you're saying about the words terminally ill came up. So, yeah, it is Morbius or Mobius. I did find it, though. I did find it. That sounds quite interesting because I quite like vampire films, but the problem is a lot of them do the sort of typical that weird sort of romantic vampire shit, and I've got no interest in that. I like the sort of, if you watch something like oh, what the fuck's it called? Near Dark. Near Dark is good, could be even better. Because I like the thought of the immortality of it, and the fact that, you know, if they'd have been around in, say, well, let's say they'd been about 500 years, you imagine all of the wars they might have experienced and shit like that, and all the interesting things they would have experienced, and that never comes into it. Matthias said, "Don't knock the sexy vampires, mate." Oh, that's right. I think there's anything wrong with it, but I just think there's a lot of things that there's a lot of interesting things that people tend to not include. I always like the sort of vampire trope of the young kid who got turned, and they're now like 500 years old in their head. You know, they've aged 500 years, but they look like a 10-year-old. I've always liked that. That's a good trope. But there's quite a few they don't use. What they do in Near Dark, what I like Near Dark, is some of the vampires in that have been around in the cowboy days. And Lance Hendrickson's character still wears a little bit of cowboy stuff and has his fucking revolver from those days. Because why not? Why wouldn't a vampire who'd been around in say, the Wild West might still carry his Bowie knife from that era and his fucking gun from that era, if he was a bit sentimental, stuff like that. But then you don't really see that a lot. I think there's a lot of stuff you could do that they don't do. Metallic said, what's the other one where there's another Spearig brothers did one with they did a vampire thing, and that's trying to find a cure for vampirism. I don't know what that was called now. But if you look up the Spearig brothers, you'll find it. Metallic said, I was in Tesco yesterday going through my main storage hard drive. No, Techno Hell. Tesco. He was in Techno Hell yesterday going through main storage hard drives for films to take on my trip, and discovered I have young ones both. Nice. That's like an excellent. Yeah, young ones both series. Lewis said, pretty gritty at times, but there's a romantic plot shawned in. Actually, years ago, a mate of mine had a porn called Lesbian Vampires from Hell. Listen, Wolverine did pretty good job of showing him go through all the different wars. That sounds interesting, because I like that kind of concept. They don't do it enough, I don't think. But if you were sort of immortal or whatever, imagine the things you would have experienced. And I've done a show off that, like the backstory of shit. One of my favourite vampire films is Nosferatu. Bloody creepy, even if it's like. I agree with you. That is a great film. That is, yeah. Persia said John Carpenter's Vampires is a great vampire movie. I forgot about that, and I collect John Carpenter films. I have got that up there, though. Yeah. Jim said, yeah, Nosferatu stands apart from everything. Nosferatu is very good. It is very good. Number four, Mark. 1 and 2, 1.5, half. You're right, mate. Yes, Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I've seen all of those. Yeah, very good, very good. Metallic said they miss out on a lot of stuff to have the romantic plot for the women, and it gives them an excuse to put shagging scenes in. Well, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah. But because what was I going to say? For Gary Oldman, Dracula, that's quite a good film, actually. That's good. I like that. But yeah, there's a lot of concepts that could go with vampire stuff that I've not seen loads and loads and loads of vampire films anyway, but the ones I've seen don't ever have the stuff that I'd be interested in. I suppose, you know what? I do suppose, though, you're thinking about it, vampires might not have been in a lot of wars, though, because they can't come out in the daylight, can they? But you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff they could have been sort of gangsters in you know what I mean, in previous sort of incarnations, whatever. But yeah, they wouldn't have been in any wars. They would have been, but they would have only been able to come out at night. Please, it reminds me of the TV series The Highlander, when they keep old weapons and armor that's hundreds of years old. Yeah, that's it. That's the kind of thing. But yeah, you could definitely have vampires that was around in sort of Western times or before and done very interesting things. Anthony said, have you seen the new even? I have. Well, how new? As in the... I've got them over here. It's this one. That one. Yeah, I like that. It's quite good. Ash vs. Evil Dead, amazing. Yeah, you should. Yeah, if you've never seen Ash vs. Evil Dead, check it out. It's as good or better than the films. Dan said, "Do you like Inside Number 9?" Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been looking forward to that coming back on. It's on now, isn't it? Yeah, Inside Number 9, in my opinion, is always good. Some episodes are not as good. Some are fucking brilliant. Some are just sort of, they're good, but they're average for Inside Number 9. Last night's, the other night's one was pretty good. The second episode of series 7, I think it is, had a joke in it that was so fucking funny. I was pissing myself laughing, and when I rewound it and watched it again, it made me laugh even more. It was, I won't spoil it, and don't spoil it for anyone else, but it's the bit when they talk about Michael Jackson. Yeah, that actually made me properly fucking laugh. The fact that there's a modern film with an Nosferatu type vampire in it. Can't remember what it's called. But okay, good film. Quite thought-provoking. Caliber said, my wife reminds me of Nosferatu. Creepy as hell. She's not silent. There's a Bela Lugosi was the first celebrity to check into rehab for substance abuse. I did not know that. That's must have been awful being called John Carpenter when he was a kid. I bet they kept asking him to make them a wooden toilets. I've never ever realised that till you just said that. You're John Carpenter, especially in America. For fuck's sake. Dan said, fun fact, Christopher Lee taught in World War II. Jim said, my granddad acted with Bela Lugosi, an old Reed. Kept up with old Ollie? Kept up with Ollie, what drinking? Oliver Reed, yeah, I love Oliver Reed. Yeah, Oliver Reed, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ash vs. Evil Dead. Well worth watching. Oh, Rich, you said last week you was watching Ash vs. Evil. Did you enjoy it? It's good, isn't it? Of what's that, series 1? Yeah, I liked all of Ash vs. Evil Dead. There's some really, really, really good gore in that as well. Extremely gory. They also surprised nobody has tried to catch you out. With the best space film from 1992, gag. I'm pretty sure someone has. That's come up once before. No, they have. They have, because I was joking about Liam about that. Yeah. Yes, gay N-words from outer space. Yeah, I'd say I've seen it. I haven't seen it, but I've Googled it. Oh God. Clayton, I had a teacher called Mr. Bell. We used to call Bell End and Ding Dong. First said, Bram Stoker's Dracula is my all-time favourite vampire movie. Yeah, that's pretty good film, actually. I do like that. Because that has just, I like the beginning bits of that, the sort of, when he's in the battle and all that. They trick him into thinking she's dead, don't they? Or no, they trick her into thinking he's dead. So she then kills herself. Yeah, something like that, innit? You're right, Irishman, how you doing, mate? Counted one of my favourite scenes in a programme is Game of Thrones, where Littlefinger wipes the Prozzy's lips clean. I pissed myself laughing at that. Oh, God's sake. Van Helsing, I've never seen. Yeah. Van Helsing, I've never seen. But I know about it. I would like it. It's just one of those films I just haven't seen it. But I know I'd like that. I like them kind of films. That's it, Lewis. Yeah, he has the automatic crossbow, exactly. Solomon Kane, I don't think I have seen. Fucking chat keeps moving. Every time I try to Google that. No, I've not seen Solomon Kane, actually, no. I know of that as well. When he said, have you seen the Hellboy movie? I've seen... Do you know what? I've never seen the Hellboy films properly, but I've seen most of both. There's the two Ron Perlman ones, isn't there? And then there's another one, isn't there? The two... Anyway, two of the Ron Perlman ones, whether there's three, I don't know. I've seen most of them, but never properly. You know, I do like them. They look excellent. But I think I've ended up watching them like one Sunday evening when I've been hungover, and I've just sat there, flicked through the telly, and then I don't watch a lot of telly unless I'm hungover, because when I'm hungover, I'll just sit there, turn the telly on, and just watch whatever. I'll watch stuff that I don't normally watch. Saying that, I would watch Hellboy, but yeah, and I've watched most of that and most of the second one, the Ron Perlman ones. Anyway, it is Ron Perlman, isn't it? Jim said favorite Game of Thrones fights, Mike. I'd say Brienne versus the Hound or the Mountain versus the Snake. Do you know what? I don't know. Now you say that. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I can't remember how much of it was a fight, but I quite liked the weird fight Arya and the Hound had. That's quite a weird one though, wasn't it? They did have a fight, didn't they? Because I won't say what, but something gets broken, doesn't it? But no, there's a lot of good fights in that, though, isn't there? Trying to think now. That's the thing with me. I can never bloody remember. Like, I can remember them, but trying to distinguish one from another. But I liked the Hound. I do like the Hound, and I did like him. It's just I liked Arya as well. But what happens in that fight, I'm glad didn't happen, if you know what I mean. Because you think something happened, don't you? And then later on, you're like, yes. You know. But that one's not as spectacular as some of them. It was just, I just like that one. Some of them are a lot more sort of, I don't know, eventful and, you know, gory. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Giordano said, "Did you ever watch Dead Nation?" No, I've seen bits of that, and that looks quite good. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, she lets him live, but then I thought it was, spoiler for Game of Thrones. I won't say who and what anyway, but I thought he was going to die. I thought he was going to get left there and die, and I think, you know, in my head I thought, oh, you know, he's probably going to die, you know, and then when he's back in it, like, yes, because I liked him though, and I could always tell he wasn't. I don't know if could most people tell he wasn't a complete cunt, because I always thought I could tell he wasn't. You could tell from the very moment you met him that he was, you know, tough as fuck, but also in a weird situation where he had to be a bit of a cunt, but he wasn't really a cunt. You know, he did have morals. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't a complete bastard that a lot of people thought he was. But I don't know if that was obvious or that was just something I thought. Amber said, "Do you collect horror movie weapons like the knife from Halloween movies?" You know what? I don't. I've never have. No. I wouldn't have minded the Freddy Krueger claw and all that, but no, I never really got around to I never really liked any movie memorabilia. The closest thing I got to getting any movie memorabilia, I got a Rambo knife. Was getting the Kill Bill bride sword. I was going to get that once. Metallic, no one has mentioned Underworld. Yeah, Underworld, or what's the one with Wesley Snipes in Blade? Yeah. Metallic said Van Helsing, amazing outfits, but step outside their own reality, basic laws of gravity. Ticked me off. But yeah, saying about the Game of Thrones fight, there's quite a few I like, but it's hard for me to think of any two like just two people. Like the Hound versus the Giant. Is he called the Giant? His brother? That, at the very end, that's quite good. But also horrible. Because again, the outcome of that, but he has to do it, don't he? He's got no choice. No choice, has he? And that's what he went there for, didn't he? So I'm trying not to do spoilers. But as I said, I took my wife to see the last Twilight movie. When it finished, I turned to her and loudly proclaimed, "You told me Blade was in this one." And all the women in the cinema turned and stared at me. For fuck's sake. Saying I need to watch The Lost Boys. I've not seen The Lost Boys for about over 20 fucking years. And I remember it being good. I need to watch it again. If I've not watched a film in like 20 years, I feel like I haven't watched it. Maybe longer than 20 years since I've seen The Lost Boys. And no reason I haven't. It's just I've not got around to watching it again. It's not been on the telly when I wanted to watch it, and I've not had it in my head to buy it on DVD, stuff like that. Cam said the original Fright Night was good. Actually, I liked Fright Night. I don't think I'd ever watched a remake of that. Looks disgraceful, but because it's one of those films you do not need to remake Fright Night. As I said, it's interesting just how much vampires have changed from the original myths, to be honest. Do you know what, Zed? That is true. And the only reason I know that is because when I looked up about making those vampire hunting kits, the amount of fucking info you could find, but you could find a lot of the original stuff, all of the original sort of history of it and myths, and now all of the new stuff, and a lot of it wasn't nothing to do with it, was it? James said Lost Boys is one of my favourites. I need to watch that again. Dan said, anyone seen Tactical? I haven't. Oh, and Dan, I should be back on Twitch next week. I got to the stage this week where I thought there's no point bothering. I've been off for so long, as in all that week. But I will be back, definitely. But I am playing games at night. It's just, I don't know. I was doing stuff in the evening, I think. And then by the time I got to Wednesday, I thought there's no point bothering. Clean said there was a TV show from my childhood called Young Dracula. It was pretty with scenes with Van Helsing as his woodwork teacher. He was a cover job and designed wooden snakes. Are amazing. That's sad. Step-Turn Son. Yeah, that Step-Turn Son was good. Not that that's got anything to do with vampires, but not that we have to, just talk about vampires. I am playing Far Cry 5. Yeah, Far Cry 5. Quite enjoying it, actually. I didn't think I would. But yeah, it's all right. It's a little bit the samey, but it's good enough that it's the same shit, but it's not boring, if that makes sense. A little bit like little bit like sort of Skyrim, where it's a lot the same. But still good enough that you don't care. Jackery, how you doing, mate? He said, hey, bro, you might not know about this, but if you If you do, are Paragon knives legal? Let me look up a Paragon knife. I'll let you know in a second. Do they do lots of different knives, or is there a what, like the Paragon Warlock? If it flicks out with a spring and a button, it's illegal because it'd be a flick knife. You may need to tell me the exact model you got, Jacker, and I'll look it up. I see Fred Ward died today. He wasn't interim. He was, yeah. Funny thing, I saw that. I meant to say that. Yeah, I don't know why that upset me a little bit today. I must have been in a funny mood. I like Fred Ward. He was good, but when I looked up how many films I'd seen him in, I've only ever seen him in 1 or 2 films. I must have liked him. Yeah, I was in a funny mood. Salem's Lot. There you go. Completely forgot about that. Chris, I love Far Cry. I'm currently playing Just Cause, the original. My sister bought it me free. I think I've got one of the Just Cause games, you know. I've never played them. Are they all right? Cheers, Khalid. Yeah, I'll check that out after this. Dad said, yeah, for instance, vampires could walk around in sunlight without any problem. They did prefer the night for hunting, though. Well, they would, wouldn't they? There you go. So if you went by that sort of thing, the vampires could have been in World War 1, 2, and all of that. And personally, I love the old lore about vampires, that they were obsessed with counting. Old Chinese way to escape vampires is throwing rice on the floor. And that's why the count in Sesame always counts. I did not know that. That's fucking fascinating. We've had a game on skunk pussies and jizz of monkeys. Yeah, I don't know if he was saying, 80s quotes game. Yeah, no, he wasn't saying that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Paragon Warlock. Right, hang on. I need to. Is there a short little video of one of them? Hang on. Let me just look up this a minute. I'm just going to watch a video quickly, see how it opens. Has that got a spring in it? So you press a button. No, I don't think, no, that wouldn't be illegal. That's just a button lock knife. Yeah, I don't think that would be illegal. No, I don't think that is illegal. That's just a button lock. And then you can... There's one issue with that, though. If you press a button and the blade comes out really easily, it can get called a gravity knife. A gravity knife is illegal. But as far as I'm aware, a gravity knife is a gravity knife. This is hard to explain, but it's like, yeah. The problem is, Persia, I don't know if a gravity knife is a very specific knife that's a gravity knife, or can it? I've never really known. Because the problem is, when you say a switchblade can cover hundreds of different knives. But I thought a gravity knife was actually one very specific knife. But I may be wrong about that. But yeah, I'd be careful with it. If you've already got it, just make sure no one ever sees it. Where's my fucking list of shit? So I was looking for the fucking offensive weapons list thing, see whether it said specifically the definition of a gravity knife. Oh, Dust Till Dawn again. Forgot about it. There's loads we've been forgetting, isn't there? Callum said this is not 80s, but what the hell? Attention all pussy lovers. We got wet pussy, juicy pussy, smelly pussy, bloody pussy. Oh, there you go. Dust Till Dawn. Jackie did a bit of a hard one to know if it's legal. Very great show. Yeah. The only issue is it could get classed as a gravity knife. Gravity knives are definitely illegal. But the only thing is, it don't actually tell you the definition of a gravity knife. Because I thought a gravity knife was that German knife, and that's it. That's the only, you know what I mean? Hang on a minute. Let's see if there's any information. I've got it printed out in a couple of different places with different information, I think. This one has a little bit more info that actually tells you the definition. Knuckle duster, sword stick, hand claw belt. That's weird. This drives me fucking mental. It's not got fucking this list here doesn't have doesn't have the gravity knife on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's got them all on there. Unless, what the fuck? I don't know. Jackery, here's my advice on it. If you've not ordered it and you'd have to buy it from out of the UK, don't fucking touch it. You'll probably get done for it. You'll probably have the police come and knock on your door. Do not buy it if that has to be imported from a different country. I'd bet money on it that you'd probably have the police come around your house, even though you've not broke the law. If you can order it from somewhere like Henny Haynes, then Henny Haynes should know whether it's illegal or not. And then if they're selling you knives that are illegal, then they could probably get done as well for selling people illegal fucking knives. But I would not recommend buying anything with that you suspect ever so slightly from abroad, because customs at the minute are customs right now are basically opening packages of knives that are totally legal and then sending the police around people's houses to pressure them into giving up knives that are legal. Because what they've been doing lately is trying to make people give up lock knives, claiming they're illegal. Dan said you could always invent an anti-gravity knife. I'd say that's a flick knife. Press a button and it resists resists gravity. Or a fucking ballistic knife. There you go. Just hold it, go out, and the blade shoots into the air. Weirdly enough, though, ballistic knives are not on this list, but I suppose they would come under flick knives. I'm just going to read this out to myself to see if I can find. I can't find. So, cyclone knife, spiral knife, zombie knife, Kurosari, another fucking ninja one, blowpipe, telescopic truncheon, balisong, shuriken, foot claw, hollow kubaton, flick knives, disguise knife, stealth knife, straight truncheons, swords, blah blah, push dagger, belt buckle knife, hand claw, sword stick, knuckle duster. Where the fuck is gravity knife on that list then? When was this got? It really confuses me, this does. Every fucking time I read these fucking things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What the fuck? Yeah, can you get it from Henny Haynes or something? If you get it from Henny Haynes, I think you could risk it, or not risk it, but you know what I mean. But I would not. Don't buy it from abroad. Don't buy it from abroad. You'll probably get a knock on the door from the police, and they'll try and pressure you into giving up items that aren't even fucking illegal. Yeah, I personally wouldn't. And it's got to the stage now. I don't really buy a lot of knives anyway. I would not buy any knives from abroad at the minute because it's just taking the fucking piss right now. What they're doing to people. That doesn't make any sense. One of these lists has gravity knives in. The other one doesn't. James said that's the safest thing in it by UK. That's what I would do now. I would not risk it. It's unacceptable that the police are going around people's houses for buying legal knives, but you know they're going around and they're pressuring people into giving up stuff that's not illegal. And if they do come around your house and find one illegal thing, then they can end up taking everything. And then even though it's legal, the kind of money you have to spend trying to get it back, most people end up just forfeiting it because it will cost you about £3 fucking grand to get the stuff back. And a lot of people don't have that kind of money. Jackery said it's so hard to find a Paragon Warlock. It's so hard to find if the Paragon Warlock is legal. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It's just, as you say, it's one of those grey areas. It might not be. Caleb said it's an all-time classic, Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, that's one of my favourite films. I'm a big fan of all the John Carpenter stuff. I've seen, apart from one film, I've seen every single film, TV episode, TV movie he's ever made. Apart from the Elvis one, which I've not really got much interest in. Although Kurt Russell's in that, but I'm not really got much interest in watching a John Carpenter, Kurt Russell film about Elvis. But it might be quite good. But I've seen the episodes he did for Masters of Horror. I've seen the TV movie he did called Someone's Watching Me or something like that. And I haven't got all his films. I did have all of them on my hard drive, but I've got most on DVD now. Jim says Scola Gladiatora did a good video on that. He appealed to the police to learn the law. Yeah, funny. I watched that, Jim. Yeah, hopefully someone will listen to that because that makes a change for some of the bigger channels to do that because I've noticed a lot of the bigger channels never really mention anything like that. But then again, he probably only, no offense to him, but he probably only really mentioned it because it was going to affect him somehow. But you'll notice none of those bigger channels will ever mention anything to do with the offensive weapon stuff, as in knuckle dusters and flick knives and all that. They mention all the stuff like the swords and stuff that affects them. But I think I was the only big channel, that ever mentioned anything to do with the offensive weapon laws changing, like properly. You know what I mean? Like in regards to collectors like us. But no, but he did do a very good video. Yeah. And hopefully people watch it, and it's nice to watch a bigger channel do that because that's what it needs doing. It needs a bigger channel mentioning that kind of shit. Jim said, of course not, profits. Jackery said, so now that some of your stuff is classed illegal, in your house, can you still keep it? I wouldn't. I've got nothing illegal now. I destroyed every single illegal thing I have because it's not worth the risk for me owning it. As I say, they come around your house and they find anything illegal, they can potentially take everything. So no, you know, as I've said before, I don't want to encourage people to break the law, but if you don't think you're ever gonna have a visit from the police, there's no chance they're ever going to see it in the first place, are they? But you know, I do have the police around here. Hopefully, I don't ever have them around here again. But they seem to want to come around here every 4 or 5 years for no reason, so I can't risk it. No, they have a warrant. They have a warrant. It's who's the thing is, they've only got to go to a magistrate and say we want this warrant. If the magistrate agrees to it, it still doesn't need to be fucking legitimate. They just have to have a magistrate agree to it. That when, but every time they come around here claiming, because all the police have got to do really is get some fucking grass to say, right, make up some names. We want you to make up some names and tell us now that just well, here's some names. Tell us that these people have got stolen goods in their house. We'll give you some money. Here's 100 quid. Just say these names. I've got stolen goods in their house. Take that to a magistrate. We've got evidence that there's stolen goods in this house. They'll get a warrant and then they'll come and raid you. That's what happens here. Because every time they've done it, there's never been any stolen goods there. And they've just searched through all my house, searched in here, sometimes take things away and then bring it back, probably with secret markings on it. No one gets convicted of anything because we wasn't doing anything in the first place. But that's all it would take to do it. That's all it would take. You've only got to get some fucking druggy cunt to write down a name that you've given them. And then that's an official look. Someone's come and said, yeah. I know people who have been offered money to, give names to people by CID. I've said I found my ESP button was fucking fake. Sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry to hear that. Does it still work though? Is it still good? It'll probably still be right. Anthony said I've collected knives and swords for around 20, 25 years. Yeah, so have I probably. Yeah, about that. Well, I don't know. Like ultraviolet sort of ink. Probably some ultraviolet ink on all my crossbows when they took. There may not be. But if they're ever used in a crime, it would be traced back to me. That may not be the case, but it wouldn't surprise me. But that's what happens here. Every 4 or 5 years. May not happen now my dad's dead. I don't know. Who knows? But every 4 or 5 years, they'll come around here with some fucking warrant that's normally for stolen tools because they know that my family are landscape gardeners. And like last time, they took, because this was the weirdest thing. What they took last time, they left all of the new tools and took loads and loads and loads of weird old shit for some reason, like shit that doesn't even get used in this house. It doesn't. They don't even use it for work. They took all of that stuff for some reason. Yeah, very bizarre. That's what I mean. It don't take a lot to get a sort of fake warrant. You've only got to get someone to come in and say, oh, I think this person, blah blah blah. Or even make a false statement saying I sold it them. But Dad, how nice. Did the cover clean up for you? Bonus. James, how you doing, mate? You all right? Evening, girls. Yeah, I like what my favourite thing was? Knuckle dusters. Fucking tons of those. They're all chopped up now. If as I've said this loads of times, if I showed you the bag, that bag is probably enough to make some grown men cry. If you saw that sack of chopped up, yeah, chopped up knuckle dusters. I've kept all the chopped up bits though because I'm going to melt them down one day and maybe make a giant one because that would be legal, a giant one, because a giant one you can't actually wear. Yeah. Oh well. James, I did. I only got one of them though. I only got one of the. I got the email. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. I was just about to say about that. I did get the email. Thank you for those links. Yeah. I'm going to download the rest soon. I got one of them. I can't remember which one it was now. I'll tell you which one I did download. I'm pretty sure I got one that night. Willow Creek, is that one of them? I've got Willow Creek. Oh, by the way, if people still want to join in with the Spyroverse, the Spyrophile video I'm doing, you can send in some graffiti if you want. But don't send too much in because I've got loads of it. If you still want to do a bit of graffiti, like rude graffiti, toilet graffiti, send it in. Just draw it on a white piece of paper, take a picture of it, and then email me it, and I'll include that in, because when I go into these toilets, I have to keep, it's too dark in there, so I'm taking pictures of the walls to to light up the walls, and each picture will be a bit of this graffiti. Yeah. So if you still want to send me a bit, you can, but you ain't got a lot of time. No, Metallic, I really liked yours. That was excellent, but I've got shitloads now. So I think everyone just better send one in. But it can be rude pictures. It can be, you know what I mean? It can be, graphic pictures. I shouldn't really show you this. It's a bit of a spoiler, but it can be rude pictures. James said the survivalist is good. I will get some. Yes, Jim, exactly that. Are you talking Viz type glory hole graffiti? Exactly that. Yeah, if you can get me some pictures in the next couple of days. You can, well, if people want to send me a few, send me a few. It's just I have got a lot. But I still wouldn't mind more pictures. If people do pictures, I've got quite a lot of writing. Yeah, send me some pictures or what, anything will do anyway. But yeah, that kind of stuff, Jim. Exactly that. Go on, James. That'll do. And he said, "I can draw things while we're making dinner." That's bad. If you can get me it within the 3 or 4 days, 5 days, maybe, Jim. But the sooner the better. If you can get me it maybe by Monday or something. You just draw it on a piece of paper, take a picture, email me it. Yeah. It has to be white because the walls are white. You know what I mean? See you later, Jackery. Hope we helped you out there, mate. DC sender for you. Jackson, I'll be back to you if I manage to get a Paragon Warlock. All right. Cheers, Jim. All right, mate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I can always add more in anyway. If I've done the video, I can always add more in. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit most of the scenes, and then once I've got everything ready, edit it all together. Yeah, see you later, Jackery. That's a handshake. Yeah, I couldn't tell what that was. But yeah, feel free to send some more in. It's just I have got quite a few, but the more the merrier. Anyway, it'd be funnier. It'll be a bit like that bit in it's inspired by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one. You know when the pictures are being taken, and it does the flash and the noise, and it shows a picture. Flash noise picture. Richard said, "Mike, you see the tactical took off most." I did, and I if you privately message me, I'll tell you. Well, yeah, I don't know if I told you, did I? Yeah, I think that was to do with that incident that happened recently. The one that some of you don't know about. Yeah, I'm sure you know, Rich. You know the one. What we talk about on Twitch. Yeah. Oh no, got rid of. Oh no, I don't know. Then actually, no, I'm wrong, Rich. Yeah, no, got rid of more, hasn't he? His Spyroverse ones are still on there. That's it now. Although, though, he might not have deleted them. I know a lot of the time he makes them private, so they may not actually be deleted. He may still have them on there. See you later, Anthony. See you later, mate. No more getting told off by mods now. Yeah, get me some more graffiti, and I've got a lot. So the props I still need to do. I need to do like a nice oak tabletop for my desk, and that's going to feature different props on it. I need to make one of them. Because I've got that table, but that's nowhere near big enough. Oh, yes, I need to be able to put a computer on there, a laptop, and have stuff down the sides of it. Harris, I didn't think you was live tonight. YouTube has stopped giving me notifications. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, don't forget to like, everyone. Yeah, 23 viewers, 23 likes. Not bad tonight. I did have to film one bit today, laying on the floor with my arms and legs up like this. Then I can't do it. Just imagine both my legs are up in the air again. I don't know if you'll be able to guess what that's for. But laid on the floor. I shouldn't tell you this shit because I know what you fuckers' guesses will be. I didn't get a notification. James said, keep the small table and hire a midget double. Exactly. I can always pretend my tablets are laptop. Yeah. But I need to show the screen of the laptop. That's the only thing. Yeah, because as I say, a lot of the stuff I do is restricted by the fact that there's only one person in it. So I can't have multiple characters unless I can play a couple of different characters, but that becomes a little bit difficult then. So I don't really fancy wearing a wig, stuff like that. I could put a wig on and some glasses and be a different character. Yeah. But no, I'm going to need to make a bigger tabletop. So yeah, there's a lot of shit to do at the minute. It would be more enjoyable if the fucking green screen wasn't such a pain in the ass. But that's the thing that always frustrates me, because you spend about an hour just moving these two bars along, trying to get the fucking thing to work right, and sometimes you have to keep selecting the color. Yeah. The only time you catch me doing different characters is when I do the interviews, and they have to be covered up anyway. That's how I didn't get a notification, but I was constantly updating YouTube from 9:30. Hashtag superfan. Oh, Christ's sake. You should know I'm always late by now. Never ever on time. So that notification I got. So yeah, I won't be back on StreamYard till next Friday, because that's when it comes back on. It won't renew till or not renew, but it won't give me access to the free stuff again till the 19th. I've used all my hours up. I'll tell you what I did do today though. It's nothing special, but I actually paid for some stock footage today. That's how dedicated I am to this fucking Spyro Files shit. Yeah, I paid for a fucking bit of stock footage. I would, if I had enough money, I would buy all stock footage, because I'd rather it all be shit I'm actually allowed to use rather than keep nicking pictures and shit, because potentially one day there could be an issue. There never is, but you know what I mean? But if it ever, did get let's say it went viral, you could have it taken off for having stock footage is footage of stuff that people have recorded, Metallic, but you can buy it and then you have the license to use it. Because as I say, keep nicking like bits of footage off of YouTube and that. Technically, down the line one day, if it became popular, the person whose footage that is could say, right, I don't know what they could do, get you to take it down. If it's properly copyrighted, they can make you take it down. The website I used was HD backs. HD backs. It was just something I found. I hope it ain't now giving me a virus. Down to that commitment. We seekers of truth, thank you. I'll tell you what I do need. I need a bit of footage of a car just driving down a road. So it could either be footage of the car just driving down, or it could be out the front of the car driving down the road. I also need a little bit of footage. I could probably make this one myself of a car door being open and then a car door shutting, preferably the same color as the car driving down the road. That's why it'd be better if it was just like the camera hanging out the window, so you can't see the color of the car, but you can see it moving. And the rest of the stuff, I'd have to try and remember what I needed. That may be it. Yeah, a lot is, yeah. But actually, imagine someone saying they want 50% of your 50p profit. Exactly. Even that. Jim M said, Jimmy Savile, bumming Vladimir Putin. I'll draw that. All right, go on. At least it's relevant. Oh, Christ's sake. But yeah, I don't think there'll ever be an issue anyway, because there never fucking is. But, you know, I would rather not keep nicking all this shit. That is what you're doing, technically. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I need a door opening and closing, a car door being opened and a car door being closed, or just a car door being opened, and yeah, a car driving down the road, but maybe just out the screen. Dan said, back in the day, you could just ignore copyright strikes. Well, this is what I mean. I've never had an issue ever with any of the stuff I've ever used. But as I say, you know, it's a shame to keep nicking people's stuff, but there's a lot you can do. I'm not really nicking anything. I haven't nicked anything. All of the places I went said it was copyright free. I always use copyright free music though. But it's a bit like with them cunts, you know, I've basically images of mine are in a computer game, or images that they've scanned and then changed slightly. This was an image stolen from me. This was an image of a picture I took that was turned into a line drawing. So I just stole that. It was mine originally. I mean, even my merch is I have got the box of shitty delights there. Yes, it's not a box of shit. Come on, if you was a super fan, you would know that that's not its name. I reckon someone ought to kick Dan for 5 minutes, teach him a lesson. For start calling this the box of shit. It's not the box of shit. And he knows it's not. But yeah, the thing I bought today, I needed a very good specific spiral pattern. Oh, nice one. All right, James, cheers, mate. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, yeah, fucking hell. All right. And is all of that free? Fuck me. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to use that now. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Dr. Mike spent the day trying to find the perfect spiral. The Spider-Verse is claiming it. I think it is. I think it is. I'll be haunted by the fucking things eventually anyway. Because the amount of fucking spirals I've been looking at today. Yeah. I wish I could play some of the clips I've made today. Some of them have been an absolute nightmare. But yeah, it should make... If you want to have an idea of what the intro to the Spyro Files is going to look like, watch the intro to... watch the opening scenes to the X-Files and watch the opening scenes to Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It's going to be a cross between those two. So, yeah. It's heavily influenced by Garth Marenghi's Dark Place intro. Because one of the things I love about Garth Marenghi's Dark Place intro is there's a load of scenes in it that aren't even in the TV series. Oh, and it may have a... Because I've been looking at things like... The Incredible Hulk, the original Incredible Hulk, open credits, stuff like that. Heavily 80s influenced. James said, you have to click the individual clips and check, Mike. Most of it is free for non-commercial use. So unless you're on TV or a movie, thank you, mate. Yeah, I've just bookmarked it. Yeah, free download. Yeah, some of that would be excellent. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. That's just what I needed, really. Because I don't want to keep using fucking potentially copyrighted. Because I say that I don't ever deliberately use copyright stuff because I don't use any copyrighted music. But the issue is, a lot of the shit you find on YouTube, I don't know whether it's legitimately copyright or not. Because they could have just took it off someone's website. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That will help me out a fucking lot. Dan said, if any of the Spyro Files views gets more than 1,000, Mike should get a Spyro themed tattoo. I might do. I won't mind a little Spyrograph somewhere. just having about that big somewhere. I might be up for that. Don't know about 1,000 views. I think the fucking first one's nearly got that in it. These ones might get more views because they'll have more, because it's going to be called the Spyro Files, and then it will have a secondary title, which may get searched more. Because if you look up things like Gory Hole, that's actually a real thing. There's films called, not films, there's books called Gory Hole, and I think there may even be a band that has songs called Gory Hole. So that may get found more. Ted said, damn, I wish that bloody book would sell 1,000 copies. Might send me a few quid. James said, if you need any other resource, just email me. I do this stuff. Thank you, James. All right, I will do that. I remember that. Thank you, man. Yeah, at the minute, just clips and videos really is what I need. But not clips, images and videos. But that's perfect what you just sent me. I've bookmarked that. In fact, I've got the tab open. As soon as I finish this, that's what I'm going to be looking through. That said, it should be a brand, not a tattoo, and it will look like a proper Spyro scar. I'll be up for that. Yeah, I could handle a brand. Don't worry about that. The problem is, though, a little brand would probably just look like a circle. Because you imagine having the detail to show up a spirograph, that would probably have to be about that big to show up the actual lines. I don't fancy a brand that big. We'll see what we can do. He says, lying out his fucking teeth. But no, I have had burns before, so I can handle a burn, definitely. James said, you need Spyverse stickers. You could put them under pint glasses as long as the boosters get crinkled. That I could definitely do. I could do that easily. Yeah, a bit like that, but not. But yeah. I could definitely do that because that'd be easy to do. Because I could do that on the merch. Because you could just get a big sticker like that and put 16 of the fucking things on and cut them out. That's what I did with my little stickers. It's just one big sticker. and you just cut them out afterwards. I'm gonna have to have a piss in a minute. I ain't got no clip to play, so you're gonna have to entertain yourselves for a minute. Fuck it, won't be long anyway. Right, back in a minute, less than a minute. Won't be long. I'm dying for a fucking piss. You're right, Crypto, just have a slash. While you're on, Crypto, I hope you don't mind. No, I hope you don't mind. Let's ask his permission. Crypto, I'm doing a Spyroverse video soon, and I need some sound effects. Do you mind if I use some audio I have of you? I won't tell you what, 'cause I don't want to spoil it. But don't mind if I use a bit of your audio, dear, that I've already got for my Spyroverse TV series. James said, I said crinkle cut, and he's gone to check his hot dog is still intact. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was all right. It was all right. Yeah, James, that bloody link you sent me looks perfect. Yeah, I need a bit of footage of sort of a car. But the thing is, I can't, I don't drive. It'd be a bit of bother anyway. So I just need a little bit of footage of car doors being shut and then a car driving down the road just to show you that I've travelled somewhere. That makes sense. Krypton, I went out for a stroll and Sean Mike, thank you, mate. Right. Krypton's going to have to get a credit. Dad said, I have to say, I've not bought crinkle cut chips since that live stream. I like tomato sauce with my chips. My imagination would just make me ill if I did. Yeah, Metallic said, he who wrote the book, lol. Metallic said, do you have WhatsApp, Mike? I drive. No, I've never done WhatsApp. I've never done it. I'll have to sort that out one day. No, I've never put WhatsApp on anything, on my phone, on my tablet. Yeah, I'll do that one day. I have got younger brothers now who could do, but after time it's easier not to, it's easier to get a bit of footage. Do you know what I mean? Krypton, I'm glad to be back in the hobby community. Yeah, good for you, mate. Good for you. Metallic said, I gave in to peer pressure. I got a whole new SIM card for it. Yeah, I've never put it on my phone. Yeah, never had it. James said, I play both parts and face swap yourself. Oh, that could, actually, that could work. I never thought about that. Yeah. I never thought of doing a face swap thing. Yeah. Well, if I ever need other characters in it, I'll do that. Let me write that down. That's never crossed my mind doing a face swap. Of course, that would work. Good idea. Yeah, that would work. Don't say to Metallic, I nearly threw up 6 times writing that. Admittedly, that was from laughing so much, but still. Is everyone liking the stream, by the way? Yeah, you wait till this new well, we've got a new story coming soon, so we'll do the new Spider-Verse story. I'll do some reviews as movie killers, and then I'll do the new series Spyro Files. Without that, Mike, did Mike send you the bit I plan to use in my story? Oh, I forgot about that. I'll do that later, actually. I'll do that. If I did do a face swap thing, are there specific apps for doing that, or is it just called face swap on like the App Store? James said, just don't face swap Samuel L. Jackson. You'll have to get staff around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I completely forgot about sending that to other people. It's been a weird week, as you know. But no, I will send that. Who was I going to send it to? Zed and Tactical. Dan said you could always cycle to your Spyro investigations, Mike, as part of the FBCCC Green Initiative. I suppose. Yes, I suppose. Zed said no, not yet. But no, Mark, I have to wait 6 months. Coming soon. Yeah, literally means 6 months. Yeah, all the KGB. So, Crypto, what time you starting your live stream tomorrow? Because I think I'll be live streaming the same time, but I'll have to rewatch it afterwards. You should have organised it to do it when I finish mine. And then I could have got all of my viewers to come over to yours. I'll be off about 12-ish tonight, by the way. That's weird not having StreamYard. Doesn't even look right, because also it's backwards for me. What I'm watching is the wrong way around. Is it showing up for you like that? But if I hold that up, that's backwards for me. Whereas StreamYard doesn't do that. It shows you how it's supposed to be. Why does that do that? Because even if I do show controls, even the fucking the show controls, right click show all controls, even the writing, not the writing, but the timer is backwards. Yeah, I'll be live at the same time as that, Crypto, so I'll have to watch it later. But I know obviously you can't change it now because you've organised it, haven't you, to have a guest. You'd be better off doing them at 7 o'clock when I end mine. But actually, when I come on screen, it's back to front. Does my head in if I try to point it? Yeah, this is the same. But for StreamYard, for me, it's the right way around. Yeah, because that's backwards to me. Yes, yeah, weird, isn't it? It's been so long since I've used the actual. I like the fact that YouTube does have its own way of streaming, though, because it means you don't need things like OBS and shit like that. You don't need StreamYard. I like StreamYard for the I like being able to do the clips and that, but yeah. So what's everyone's plans for tomorrow? I think I'll spend most of the day editing these videos, but now I've got these clips. Well, access to these clips. That should make that a little bit easier and quicker, at least. And it won't be potentially copyrighted either. Yeah, the clip I bought today, it cost me $5 for a 10-second clip. And I only used 2 seconds of it anyway. No, I didn't know that, Crypto. Although Andy Dick's not very I don't think he's particularly famous in the UK. So I said, sorry, Mike, you didn't hold that up long enough for me to get it or to get all of it. But imagined to read the Dead Live bit. Piss off, then. Fuck off. Fuck's sake. I'm assuming you're joking, innit? And they've written it backwards. Oh, Christ's sake. James and I'm going to cook clean shots stir fry recipe and call an ambulance. That's what we call diarrhea. I thought that, Zed, or it sounds like some kind of yeah, sounds like a male prostitute. Sounds like some kind of innuendo in this country, don't it? I had to look it up, see if Andy Dick was who I thought it was. Can't even play the clips. It's gutting. Right, if I watch a film like, oh no, I might watch Siren tonight. And say, has anyone got any film recommendations? Although I've got fucking hundreds I could watch. They make this fucking darker. It's giving me fucking headache, if anything. And that's why it's dark. Because look, if I put this on something that's actually got a non-black screen, it should be a lot brighter. Hang on, that wasn't the right one. There you go. Said, yeah, watch Van Helsing. And you will have watched it. Oh, yeah, all the vampire stuff. Do you know what I am tempted to watch, actually? The Lost Boys. I'm tempted to get The Lost Boys. Let me write that down. I'll write Van Helsing down as well. I might have a look online, see if I can get, not online, go on eBay, because I could probably, the good thing with a lot of older films, you can watch them for, you can buy them on DVD for £2. Yeah, I fancy Lost Boys. Fancy watching the Lost Boys. Zed said, need a good bumming or reach around phone. That's Andy Dick. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It sounds like that. Crypto said he was a famous comedian here in the States, but he's been tanked and washed up. All right. James said, what's The Survivalist? I sent it to you. It's a decent weapon prepper movie. Sheila Buff's wife is in it naked. Not you missing much. All right. Let me write that down. So get videos, get films. James. Email. All right, I'll get the rest of them tonight. That said, I got rid of most of my DVDs. Only my favourite horrors and vampire films survived the cull. I've still got fucking tons of them. In fact, I've been buying so many, I've run out of shelves again. Yeah, but all of the, because when I first started buying DVDs, I was a bit of a I suppose you could call it a snob, DVD snob. That they had to be brand new. I refused to buy DVDs that were secondhand. Had to be brand new, but fuck buying you know, some of them DVDs, a cheap DVD cost £10 in them days. I would never buy brand new. Well, I don't mind buying brand new DVDs now if they're old, because sometimes you do still get old DVDs that are unopened. But I mean, well, you know what I mean anyway. But yeah, I'd rather just buy a second-hand, used like new DVD, £1.50, £2. Buy them off places like Music Magpie or Book of Worlds or whatever. And you can start getting discounts as well. So the more you buy, you get 20% off each DVD you buy, even more. I think it's the 2021 version, but I could be completely wrong because I've not looked. James said, buy DVDs, VHS, paper books. It's the only way to stop the government editing stuff out and rewriting our history. There you go. That's true, though, because just a classic example is the young ones. The young ones, even the DVDs I've got stuff cut out. But if you watch it on BBC iPlayer, there's even more stuff cut out. Well, luckily, I've actually got the old VHSs of young ones. There's got nothing cut out of it. I might have to convert those on, MP4, whatever. Yeah. It's good seeing the original because there's a lot of stuff cut out of them now. Yeah, that black. They make this fucking screen black so it's easier on your eyes. It's not. I'm used to the fucking bright glare on my eyeballs. That's what I want. Dan said there's probably loads of stuff we don't know because it's been edited, watered down. Exactly. Crypta, I thought you said you was coming back to the hobbyist community. That comment is not very hobbyist weapon related. Come on, that's a bit, true or not, it's not really related to the stream. Dad said, James, I've pretty much run out of room for books now, unfortunately. James said it's the 2015 movie. It's shot in Ireland. All right. I was just guessing it was the new one. But yeah, Crypta, Andy Dick sounds like he's a lot of the things that you don't like. Although I think you don't mind people who drink, do you? You come on quite a few streams with people who like drinking anyway. I say, we're drinking of alcoholics. Not alcoholics. No. It's all right, Crypta. Don't worry about it, mate. Have you got any new weapons or anything planned? I don't know what I'm going to do next. I do want to make something soon, though. I'm going to have to start really organising my time soon. But I'm literally getting no fucking time at all now. So it's been getting to the stage lately where I'd rather stay up all night, as in till 4 o'clock in the morning. But at least for those 4 hours after midnight, I can sort of do what I want, but at the same time I can't. Because you can't go in the shed, you can't go out in the garden. Oh well. Yeah, it's frustrating. But there's not a lot I can do about it. Let me look up the survivalist. I don't think I've seen that. Sure I haven't. It's got the woman from the new Texas Chainsaw, isn't it? She's in that. That looks pretty good, though. James, I'm interested in your opinions. Anyone who's seen The Survivalist, there's some interesting prep elements in it. I think it's pretty realistic. Grid had no new weapons, but archery and slingshot shooting videos planned. All right, nice one. Dad said, I hope things get less hectic for you soon, Mike. We need more videos from you. And I want to do them, Dad. It's really gets on my nerves. Because after time, I can't do what I want to do. It fucking pisses me off doing less than one video a week sometimes. I've not done a single video this week, apart from some shitty video saying that I can't do the video that I want to do. Rather than one, I don't know. But yeah, I'll get round to it. What I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna organize my time better. Because if I do that, it'll I can do it. I just need to organize my time better. James said, why can't you get... Well, it's not that I can't get outside, it's just looking after people, looking after a mother who can hardly walk. We've now got a mental case puppy that, it makes things difficult because he has to be watched all the time. Babysitting kids after school, which means I can't really do anything then because I want to watch them properly. I could just fuck off in the shed, but that's not the kind of person I am. I want to, if I'm looking after my niece and nephew, I'm going to look after him. You know what I mean? I'm going to be in the house at least. Although I don't need to. It's just slightly how I am. But if I just need to organise my time a bit better. If it comes to it, I just have to start getting up at fucking, get up early, and because also what happens is by the time I get up, I don't have enough time to really do what I want before I have to stop, and then because I'd have very little time, and then I have to start again, very little time, then I have to stop, very little time, then I have to stop again. It's having to constantly stop that makes me think I can't be bothered to start. If I have to pack everything up in an hour, there's no point even starting. You know what I mean? It means no projects get finished when I want and shit like that. It's all right. I don't mind talking about it. But I think if I organise my time a bit better, I could get round it. I can't say love that you love your family so much. Thank you, Mozart. Thank you. But yeah, it means you know what I mean? It takes up your time. But I think I just need to organise my time a bit better. I'll be all right then. Yeah. Oh, Stu's on. You know what, Stu? He said the survivalist got the woman from X as well. Oh, has it? Oh, has it? I didn't notice that. I was just looking that up. I didn't notice that. Oh, it has, yeah. It has got her, but when she was quite young. I've seen her, yeah. And she was about 15 or something. X was quite good. I didn't mind that. Grip said maybe you should teach him how to build something. Oh, I could. I probably could. The Daisy Red Rider's out for me to shoot with them eventually, but I keep forgetting to do it. I know that I wouldn't be able to record that anyway because of fucking YouTube's stupid bloody laws. Not laws, rules about bloody. If I was shooting that with them in the garden, YouTube would probably make me take the video down. They're weird like that now. Crypto said, "Do you get those Dentimore ready meals?" I don't think so. Crypto, let me look them up. Oh, no, it looks like we do. Yeah. We do have stuff like that. If we don't have that exact thing, we do have that kind of stuff. James said, just remember, wank plant, Mike. You'll understand when you've seen the movie. All right. Fuck's sake. Stu said, been in the shed, had this on in the background. Ah, nice one. Nice one, Stu. That's a bit late, isn't it? I have to be careful with well, you don't have to be careful, but you know what I mean. If you're making noise in the shed, you know me, I'll be drilling. And I just looked it up and saw more pictures of it. I have seen it. James, some elements look pretty realistic. All right, I'll give it a go soon. I don't know if I'll guarantee tonight. Zed said, Mike, with your nephew and niece, just tell them to play school and to play it at your absent. Fuck's sake. They are sorry, I got really dry mouth. They are at the age where you can sort of not watch them, but if I'm looking after them, I will look after them properly. But I know you don't mean that, but yeah. But yeah. Kids are like that. But yeah, I think I just need to organise my time a bit better, and I think that's what I'll do because it ain't working both ways, but it could do. I've worked it out. It could work better. It would just involve having to start things a lot earlier, which I could do. Yeah, kind of depressing. What the film? I don't mind a sort of depressing, sort of bleak movie. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. I'll tell you what I did. Right. So the last trailer for a film I saw that I thought looked really good is a film. It's on. Hopefully, it's still on there on all 4. Called Calm with Horses. Calm with Horses. Yeah, bleak. That's it, Metallic. Calm with Horses. That looks really good. It looks like a sort of bit of an Irish gangster type film. It looks like what's the trailer for it? Calm with Horses. It looks really good, actually. I might watch that soon before it goes off there. Stu said it was just basic stuff on Chainsaw. Thankfully, nothing too loud. Well, I did think that. Yeah, a bit loud. Bit loud, isn't it? Well, not a bit loud, but, you know, the shed at that kind of time at night. Thank you, Crypto. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you. You're a good friend as well, mate. I'm glad you're doing better now, because I know you was having a hard time. So yeah, it's nice to see you better and, you know, mentally better. You know what I mean? I know you was having. Well, I've seen it. I've been watching it. You know what I mean? So I know the exact issues you've been having. Irish Red, come with horses. No. James said I have a movie called The Requiem. Is it The Requiem? Or The Requiem? Alicia Silverstone, worst movie I've ever seen. It's a shark movie with the dumbest humans alive. Stu said, "You going to see the new Avatar? I imagine the effects in that would be good." I don't. If Daryl says to me, I'm going to watch Avatar, do you want to come? Then chances are I might. But that's the only time I ever go to the cinema. If he says, because every now and then he'll see something that he knows I like, and he'll say, you know, not come to cinema. We go to this in our town. There's two cinemas, a new popular one, and the old shitty one. The old shitty one, you go there on certain days, and it's £4, and you go in there, and there's no one else in there. It's fucking brilliant. It's amazing if you want to sit in a cinema, watch a fucking film for £4, and no one's in there. Oh, I think things like Avatar will have more. But we watched It Part 1 when it came out. We watched Mother when it came out. Quite a few films, brand new. And when you was it, there was no one in there. There might be like 4 little groups. Rambo, you know, the last Rambo film. We watched that when it was brand new. Obviously, it wouldn't be in cinema otherwise. There might have been 3 other groups of people in there. It's great for that. Don't tell people you haven't. That exactly. Zed said the original Survivor series was bloody good. Pretty realistic post nearly everybody's dead program. Dad said a cinema near me where the seats are at an angle to the screen. That's strange. The last few times I went to the pictures, we were the only ones in there. It's good if you like that, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's great if there's no one in there. I must admit, when we watched it though, for some reason, I don't know if these fucking idiots did it on purpose. They might have been scared, but some twats went and sat directly behind us when we was watching it. There was hardly anyone in there, but these 2 girls sat behind us, laughing through most of the film. Should have moved really, but I didn't really think about it at the time. But yeah, it didn't ruin it, but it was slightly annoying that they'd laugh every time the horror bit came on. Yeah. Fritz said, I'm feeling better, Mike, but it wasn't easy making the decision I made. It's getting easier. Yeah. You know, I know what's going on, and yeah, you'll be happier for it. You know what I mean? It wasn't good for anyone's mental health being in that situation. And you can see it. And now I'd play a diarrhea clip if I could, but I can't. Or the shotgun videos, I can't. I'm joking. I can hear an alarm, man. Yeah, come with horses. Calm with horses. It looks good though. Yeah, what's that? Let me look up Calm with Horses. In the dark underbelly of rural Ireland, ex-boxer Douglas, and then that's what it says. In rural Ireland, ex-boxer Douglas has become the feared enforcer for a drug dealing family. whilst also trying to be a good father to his autistic 5-year-old son, Jack. But it sounds like the boxer one, he can be, he's trying to straighten up his life, and I think maybe his brother or someone else is still in it and a bit of a nutter, and they get, he gets brought back into it. It looks good. But that is on all 4 at the minute. Let me see how long it's on there for. It's got 2 weeks left. Violent crime drama set in Ireland. The former boxer turned gangster heavy. He's not as ruthless as his employers would like, which causes tension. Yeah, it looks good. James said there used to be a cinema in Birmingham called the Sunset, old porn cinema, turned art house. Plastic seats up the back for the squirters. Oh, God. I'd sort of like to go in a place like that just to experience it. Not literally physically experience it, but... well, no, I suppose physically experience it, but not physically experience it. So I should have gone experience it. Irishman said, I last went to the cinema in about 2004. I waited for the movie to be out a couple of months so there wouldn't be anyone else there. There were 3 other people sitting over the other side. Yeah, I think that's great. If that's what you like, which is what I like, yeah. Yeah, it's decent. No one being in there. Ivan said, does anyone remember the time a boxer took a shit in the middle of the ring after winning a title? No, that's new to me. Oh, God. Brief fire, how you doing, mate? I'll be on for a bit more. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I may stay on for another 10 minutes, maybe 15, maybe 10 past 12. I don't know. I ain't got my StreamYard at the minute. Grit said, I'd suggest The Beast Within. It's an 80s B horror. All right, let me look that up quickly. Slingshot. Yeah, I've not seen that before. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. Right, I'll look into that one, Crypto, if I can find it to watch somewhere. Rocky Herd. Oh, it was Crafts. Fuck's sake. Oh, Boxer Dog. Fuck's sake, guys, man. That was quite good, actually. I fell for that one perfectly. Nice one. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Rocky Herd. What was the other bit of merchandise I was thinking of doing? Oh, my dog stepped on a bee. Merchandise I might do, but I don't know if I can be bothered. That fucking court case is so bizarre. Did I say what's everyone got plans for tomorrow? I think most of my day tomorrow will be editing videos. I want to at least try and get, because luckily now, most of the footage I need to do, I did some outside footage. Most of the footage now is I can do inside, either in front of green screens or with just other stuff I don't need to film outside now. Thinking. I've got a thing here with all the fucking little scenes written down. Yeah, I remember RoboCop. Crypto's a great film, the original film of that. Yeah. The second one's all right. Yeah, I really like RoboCop. RoboCop, the uncut versions, even the standard version's good, but the uncut version, fucking hell, that's a fucking graphically violent film. Really, really good film, that is, especially for a bit of fucking graphic violence as well. Just looking on here, see if there's anything else I need to do. No, I think most of the footage is just indoors now. No, I can film in here with green screens and shit like that. Voiceovers. I would show you this, but I don't want you to see. don't want all to be spoiled. Yeah, I know RoboCop. I like RoboCop. A bit quiet tonight, and it's 12 o'clock, but still. Crypt has just come on. Crypt has just come on. Did you say I'd buy that for $1? I think that's supposed to be a till opening. What else we got? I'll watch the FA Cup final. Yeah, we'll see who's on tomorrow. So what, people are either going to be watching the football or the Eurovision Song Contest. Shall I do the Eurovision Song Contest again like I did last year? But that's all. I found the Mutant Chronicles and the City of Lost Children on my hard drive. Ah, nice. I wish I could access my hard drive. It's completely fucked though. That's got loads of stuff on it, but and it's a weird one. You can't open it because if I could get it open, I could probably get a reader just to read the hard drive, but you can't open it. So I said I'm not doing much tomorrow, to be honest. I'll play a bit of Blitz, maybe watch a couple of things, do some more research on certain subjects, and watch tomorrow's live stream. See you later, mother. Sounds good, Zed. Sounds relaxing, at least. In fact, I'd need to rub down the thing I'm making, put another layer of linseed oil on it tomorrow, and then family stuff in the oven. That sounds good as well, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I'll buy that for $1. I know. That's the adverts, isn't it? I'll buy that for $1. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that. It's just I had a sound effect for it. I'm supposed to be a till shutting. I bet that Ukraine win the Eurovision. That's what we said earlier. We said that earlier. Probably be Ukraine. And hopefully we won't get no points for once. Nil points. We won't get no points. We'll actually get some because we're supporting Ukraine. Maybe the Russians will get none if they're in it, because I know they're even in Europe, but they're in it half the time. But I reckon Ukraine will win it. Maybe we'll get some points because Ukraine will probably vote for us, but that's about it. I don't know why we bother. Well, it's because we don't need to qualify for it, do we? We're one of the 5 main contributors to it. Metallic said I'd buy that for $1. Was in a television song. Was it? Was it? I need to look up television. Must know who they are. I recognise the name. What's their famous songs? Oh yeah, Tequila. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I remember now. Zed said, as all the stuff on Eurovision is crap, I'm glad we don't get any points. In fact, American TV was the song. Makes sense now. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I remember television now. Uncle Albert said, is this boring crap still on? You piss off, Uncle Albert. Where you been all night? During the war. That's it. Formaldehyde and how to make friends and influence people. I just looked him up. I remember him now. Yeah. James said, Paul Verhoeven, the director, has spoof ads in most of his movies. RoboCop, Total Recall, Starship Troopers. Maybe that's where I get the influence from. Because I like having a spoof ad. Although my spoof ads are actually real ads. It's just they appear to be spoofs. Metallica, now Tequila was a shite song. I hate it that I remember that. It's just now, but that makes me know who it was, though. You know what I mean? When I looked that up, I realised who they were. Now I've never been much of a fan of that song, but I'm aware of who they are now, though. I was going to say, has anyone seen the movie 9 Songs? No, I haven't. Uncle Alex are charming. Where's my stroke crow? We're on a basic stream tonight. Nothing, no clips, no nothing. The best you can get is this. You old fart. Nine Songs. I've not seen that, I don't think. Images. No, I don't think I have. I don't ring a bell. Crypto said the famous Robocop line was a parody of Benny Hill. What was I saying? Benny the Hill. Benny Hill. I was unaware of that. I know who Benny Hill is, though. They still showed it on the telly now. But Benny Hill got quite famous in America, didn't he? I've not seen the Bum Diaries either. Is that the Bum Diaries or the Rum Diaries? The bedroom scenes is shit. Right, I'm going to go off at 5 past. I can hear my mum go out of bed. She must be going to bed tonight. She must be going to bed early. Either that or them lot are just coming in. They've been to fucking bingo tonight. I might have to get a clip of Benny Hill and I'll put your face on it, Crypto, if you want. Do you want me to clip of you as Benny Hill chasing some scantily clad women about? Actually, I think Slingshot's face would go quite well on Sid James's on a Sid James Carry On clip. James said Benny the Hill, a famous gangster along with Luigi the Gun and Franco the Knuckles. I don't know where Benny the Hill came from, why that came into my head. That was weird. Uncle Albert said, 2 fat ladies, I've got lucky again. They've not seen that picture. They've not seen it. Maybe I'll have to share that next time I'm on StreamYard. But I won't be on StreamYard till next Friday. No, at least. Unless I buy the fucking thing for it, which I'm not going to. Crypt says slapstick comedy is very rare today. It died with Jim Carrey. Yeah, you don't see slapstick comedy so much now, do you? Right, I've got a fucking shitload of clearing up to do. That's what my fucking bed looks like right now. So I'm going off soon. It's going to take me fucking ages, and I still need to edit. I might clean all that stuff up and then carry on editing the videos. But yeah, I hope you're looking forward to them because I'm going to put a fucking lot of effort into this for only 100 views, maybe. I get more than that. You won't get a lot though. But that's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's YouTube's fault because I don't share my fucking videos about. Oh well, who gives a shit, eh? As long as you like watch and enjoy it, that's good enough for me. Right. So I'll see you on tomorrow. Be no clips again tomorrow either. But yeah. It should be a good night anyway. And I should be a bit more into my editing and all that. Uncle Albert says, just got in. What have I missed? Loads. You've missed an amazing night tonight. It's the best night ever. You're right, Gravesy. Sadly, I'm going off, mate. It's I've got stuff to do. Yeah. A lot of shit to tidy up. Right, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. You've raised my mood a little bit, so I appreciate it. Right. Thank you, James, for the information you gave me tonight. That's very, very helpful. Right. See you all later, everyone. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.